Recently I managed to complete all my lifeform researches on all my planets, so what I'm going to do here is talk through that, show what I've done and what I recommend doing. Let's go over to lifeforms. So these are the lifeform buildings on one of my planets. These are not really completed yet, but I've done the important ones for the research, and that's the meditation enclave and crystal farm for rock tile. Over to the lifeforms development and the researches. You can see here I have unlocked all of them, and it's the same on pretty much all of my planets apart from one that has slightly different researches. As far as I know, all of these researches stack, so if I have this level 15 on every single planet with 15 planets, that will give a total research level of 225. From what I have seen on my own account, the stacking bonus seems to work on all researches, including researches like graviton sensors. Let's bring this research up in the tech tree to have a look at. This one increases the amount of dark matter you get from expeditions, so having that level 10 on 15 planets, that would give a 15% bonus. I am noticing the dark matter increase from expeditions already as well, so that's something to bear in mind. This is also why I recommend going for the same researches on all of the planets. Since they stack, it makes sense to do that. The main reason you are doing this though is to unlock the final research at the bottom. It's an enhancement for your class. My one enhances most features of the collector class. There's two other ones like this and a research for astrophysics here. Getting that on every single planet would be a huge bonus. So let's bring up a couple of my other planets just to show you. You can see here that's exactly the same. Plus I'm researching the rock tile collector enhancement here. This planet has slightly better levels. This was one of my first planets that I got done. Hopefully most of my other planets will reach this level at some point as well. I might as well go through them all just to show you I have actually completed this. Now there is one planet that's slightly different. That's my home planet. I had to keep the intergalactic envoys research on that planet. I'll talk a bit more about that when I reach it. It's quite a long way up the list though, so bear that in mind. Oh, this one here doesn't seem to have enough population anymore. I will need to take up the crystal farm another level just to sort that out. This is the planet that's slightly different though. You need to keep one planet with the intergalactic envoys on. Even if you no longer need artifacts, you still find lifeforms on these missions. If I go over to the lifeforms page and the lifeforms tab here, finding a lifeform on one of these missions increases its level, and that gives an overall boost as well. You can see here with rock tile it's 5.4%. So in other words, these missions are still more than worth doing. Make sure you don't get rid of that research. As I mentioned though, you only need that on one planet. Once you have maxed out all of these, you can get rid of it, but until then I recommend keeping it. And I'll just bring up the final two planets. There we go, there's one, and final one here. There we go. So I'll go back over to the lifeform buildings. There we go. As I mentioned, you need to get these two buildings up to a point where you have enough of the population to unlock that final slot. For rock tile, it's around 75 on the meditation enclave and 78 on the crystal farm. The population should look something like what I'm showing now. It takes a bit of time though. These buildings are very slow to upgrade. You can see here 6 hours 12 minutes for that one, and 3 hours 22 minutes 33 seconds for this one. Getting that final research unlocked on every single planet should be a huge benefit to your account when it's done, and that's the main reason why I spent so many resources making sure I got this completed. I have started on my search for lifeforms missions for the day. You can see some of them there. I am going to talk through all the researches, why I recommend going for these, but bear in mind this is for rock tile and a miner. Let's start with catalyzer technology here. That boosts up deuterium production. As a rule, anything that boosts up production should be a top priority. The ones like this one here boost up all resources, and those are generally better than the ones that boost up a single resource, so bear that in mind. High energy pump again boosts up deuterium. Magma powered production boosts up all resources. Cargo hold expansion, this was the best I think out of the 4 options here. Then another one here to boost up all resources. Depth sounding boosts up metal production. Improved stellarator, that reduces the time and cost to research plasma technology. I may need that later on. The options weren't very good there, but I think this was the best one. Seismic mining technology boosts up crystal. Enhanced production technologies boosts up all resources. Hardened diamond drill heads, that boosts up metal. Psycho harmonizer boosts up all resources. Artificial swarm intelligence, that's for all again. Graviton sensors, that increases the amount of dark matter you find on expeditions. If you are planning to play as a free or low spending player, this can potentially be really helpful. Robot assistance reduces research times. This looked like the best option out of the ones given. Overclocking for large cargoes. Again, the best option out of the ones given. Obsidian shield reinforcement boosts up defences. May or may not be useful for a miner, but in my opinion was the best option. Then finally, the rock tile collector enhancement, the most important one out of them all. Right, let's back out of here. What I thought I would do to finish is have a look at the production on my best planet. That's the one here. So let's bring up the resources. There's the mines on this planet. Metal 50, crystal 43, deuterium 45. That's the cost for the next level. There we go, and let's bring up the resource settings. You can see the basic production here. That's for metal, that's for crystal, and that's for deuterium. If I scroll down to the Lifeforms tech bonus though, it's pretty much the same as the basic production. There we go, so this gives an idea of why it's so worthwhile to go for researches on every single planet. The bonus actually gets really, really good. And there we go, that's everything for this video. I hope you found that interesting. I am still working on my astrophysics research. If I bring it up here, still another 20 weeks to go on that. Then I need to do another level afterwards, so that won't be done in the near future, but will probably be something for a future video. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. Check out a previous video on the screen. You can also subscribe from here if you want to. And thanks for watching.